Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back everybody, let's take a look again on euro currency. So today as usual we have prepared report, but this week is a bit exceptional just because for a long time the political events have overshadowed the economical ones. So on the economical side we have only gross domestic product revision and consumption expenditures report with some other minor statistics that mostly markets, well, we're not really very careful about these numbers, so it was widely anticipated numbers will be somewhere around the expectations, while the debates that have happened it's really just explode the media space, as you know, and definitely they take the first stage in recent events of this week. That's why actually we have just take a look at some numbers, updated overall situation that we see currently in the United States economy, and have taken a look at the few moments of the recent gross domestic product report that seems really interesting. That's actually the content of the weekly report that we have prepared. Speaking in general about the euro currency, well, currently guys, situation stands so that the major events, at least by the market consensus, should come and happen in September. First of all, the big intrigue stands about and around our next European Central Bank step, whether they will cut rate or not. Last week when we prepared report, we suggested that probably they will not cut the rate just because wages have turned aggressively up in the European Union, and we suggest that might be the first fruits on the easing of the policy. Second moment, that in September by the market consensus, the Fed should cut the rate for the first time. You know our position about this subject. We suggest that chances stand really not bad that it could happen in July. Market is not prepared to this, and in general Fed hasn't given any hints that this could happen. But we just think about the moment of this timing. So we think that it's really very good moment to do this for the first time. It's not early and it's not actually too late, because in September it might be a bit late if you will see where the November day state, I mean election date. So if you do this at the end of the July, it is a lot of time where you could get the first results of this rate cut, which will be positive. It's dovish policy for the stock market in particular, but it will be not too early to rise inflation. So that's why we think that in July it still could happen. But of course, it also will depend on the intermediate data that we will get. First of all, payrolls in the next week. Then we will, as usual, in the second week in the month, we will get inflation once again, CPI numbers and other stuff. Because in July, as you know, the meeting will be on the 30th and 31st, right in the end of the month. So we will get all the data for the July before the Fed meeting. But still, we're thinking about it. So, but as market consensus stands around September, currently is also the summertime. And here's some period, some time lag until this moment where market could remain wobbling due to the vacation time, due to the 2 months until the major events will happen. And from that standpoint, market still could just give no big action, no clear direction until this moment. From the technical point of view, we suggest that the 1 or 6 lows are still the major point for the euro currency right now. Because standing above it, market keep chance on the upper continuation. Downside breakout will open road right to the parity. So this is important. From the technical point of view, you could see nothing new, because actually we've got another inside week on the chart. And you could see by the performance on the daily chart, this market stands in a consolidation for the 3rd week in a row. I already talked a lot about the situation. I explained why, despite the nominal bullish patterns on the weekly chart are still valid and we have nominal bullish context on the weekly chart, why I am not really inspiring with the taking the new long position here. It means that it is actually not forbidden, as I said, so it is possible to do, but you should acknowledge the higher risk that stands around this possible position. Another sign that I would like to mention here is that, well, even from the point of view of this head and shoulders pattern, I recall what has happened. We have a really big sell-off here on the slope of the right arm where the bulls should control situation. And we have long-term consolidation right on the bottom of the right arm. It means that market still can't get started upward action, although by all means this part of the pattern has to be controlled by the bulls, but we do not see it. All this stuff really put the big shadow on a bullish perspective of the market. But nominal context still exists, and if you would like to, you could try to deal with it. And it seems, guys, in the nearest time, maybe in 1-2 weeks, we will have to deal with the minor setups that will be formed on the intraday charts, because on the daily, on the high time frames, you could see that nothing is going on. First of all, here's the retail broker chart, shows that we have bearish grabber. In fact, we do not have it, at least on Friday. Maybe on Monday we will get it, but currently if you take a look at the COMEX futures, you will see that we do not have any grabbers. So this is not yet the signal for a possible downside breakout and taking out of these lows. So we'll keep watching. On a lower time frame, on 4 time frame chart, everything mostly stands the same. So we've got the bullish action that we have discussed once the grabber has been formed, but take a look, that grabber has not reached the target yet, so market should take it out with the stop to complete the grabber. And it means that euro currency could try to climb slightly higher, challenging the confluence resistance and touching of this trend line. So still it stands inside of this consolidation. On the hourly chart, we have got this kind of the word head and shoulders as we discussed, but anyway, it works fine. So you can see bounce accurately started from the 618 support that we have discussed. Here is also grabber has been formed on the way up. Maybe right there we also will get grabber in the beginning of the week. Let's see what will happen. But anyway, positions right now stands in a positive area. You could protect them with the break-even stop and just watch the movie. What will happen? If everything goes well, according to the plan, market could try to complete this AB equals CD target on the OP around 107.44, which will be very close to resistance area right there. So we'll touch this level probably, scoring around it, and we will decide what to do next. So this upward action we'll get here is ABCD pattern and see what will happen next. That's actually very short-term trading plan for beginning of the week, because with this performance that we see here, it's very difficult to make some really extended plans for the future. So we'll better go step by step with the minor patterns that we are getting. That's actually all that I would like to say. In fact, in the nearest week, market once again will be under impact of the political factors. You know that on July 4th it will be elections in the United Kingdom. On the July 7th it will be a weekend, but it will be elections in France. The only major event that we will get the payrolls on Friday. So maybe it will be a strong driving factor and see what will happen.